we had always talked about doing something like this, even for my first year in the league, and they always had confidence in me and my abilities. And now that's just confirmation of that with them giving me this extension. And I know I'm just going to do my best to make it worth it for them, but make me and my friends, my family proud. I mean, I feel like with some of the losses we had, I'm talking about with my teammates, some of the guys who are out, including myself, we had the chance to make a run at the playoffs, and I had a chance to solidify myself as top two defensive players in the league, and hopefully not be considered number two. So I have that to prove next year, and we got to show that this talent can come together and win some games, win big games. There's no reservation for me because I kind of like that the history is what it is, because it'll only make it so much sweeter when we turn this thing around and actually start winning big games, winning playoff games, and finally get to that last one. So I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to lead the pack for that. And so wherever we do that, wherever it starts next year or how many years it takes, I want to lead Cleveland to that promised land.
Andy, when I see or hear Myles Garrett, what I see and hear is not a player that is going to sign a big contract like that and then just loaf for the next 4 or 5 years. This guy, at the end of this contract, I believe that he'll be putting up the numbers and effort that he puts up in year one.
Yeah, I think when you look at Myles Garrett, you have to ask yourself, did we just give the best player on defense, if not perhaps the best player on the team, the money that he deserves to be here and want to be here and not have to worry about negotiations and not have to worry about restructuring contracts, because you've got a guy that can disrupt on every play. And that's what I think is important about him. It may not be that he gets a sack on every play, but he can disrupt the play if just by the fact that he's on the field alone sometimes, because you're not going to run the play towards him. So I think that's why he's so valuable. I think that's why he's so important. It's unfortunate that he didn't get to play the end of last season because of the suspension. But I think in the big picture, if the Browns can improve the run, it'll be worth, or stopping the run, it'll be worth every penny.
Well, what you didn't mention is the double teaming some of the other teams are going to be doing. It's just adds up all over the place, and I think it makes it more like certain players would want to come here and play with him as a teammate.